And yeah, don't actually punch our.
Why not? All right, punch him. I want to see that. No, 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 no. Put on this line.
When V punched Ronnie in the warehouse, I was standing. Uh, the camera was behind Ronnie, and I was standing to the side of the two of them, just kind of watching, trying to see how far V was from Ronnie's face as he was punching. And Phil just had him to continue punching to try to give to get as many chances of getting a good shot as possible. And I watching V just punch away, and it kind of became like hypnotic as I'm like watching his fist get closer and closer, and I'm like, I wonder how close his fist is gonna get. And about the time that went through my head, he punched Ronnie right in the face, and I just kind of like stopped, and everything else went on around me. Like everyone just like ran and like tried to help him and everything, and I felt really bad for Ronnie. But the first thing that went through my head was, man, I hope we got that, and I hope it looked good. So we did, and luckily Ronnie was fine, and that was actually his first reaction too. So
It was a pretty dramatic moment because nobody really expected the stunt that occurred. It wasn't a rehearsed thing. V threw a punch and was a little closer than he thought to our Henry, and connected square in the nose, and it was just a moment of, oh my gosh. We had people on the set that just went into panic mode. We had, V was like just shocked. He was speechless that he had even had that happen. And poor Henry's on the ground holding his face, and we're trying to get him ice and, get him all taken care of, make sure he doesn't need to go to the hospital. Luckily, he didn't. And he recovered 100%, I'm glad to say. And thank goodness I forced Phil to get insurance, because that could have been really, really scary.
The warehouse scene. The warehouse scene stood out big time. A, because it was the same warehouse from Smoke Poets, but it was different being there with the actual crew and actually actors that can act. And second of all, me hitting Ronnie just kind of threw me completely off kilter for the rest of the movie because I was in character and I was doing the hit scene, and for some reason, the first 800 times we did it, we never connected. But one last time, he moved one way and my fist went one way, and it just blood everywhere, and I freaked out, and everybody was still filming, and there was a guy behind the scenes that was filming, catching everybody's reaction. Everybody else freaked out, and then from then on, that whole day just was off kilter for me. When we went to the diner scene, I wasn't even in character. I was just thinking about Ronnie, and everybody was like, "Don't ever get V pissed off," and it was just. It was an interesting experience actually hitting somebody I liked and not meaning to hit him. And there's a difference between, knocking somebody out because he annoys you and not really wanting to hit him.